Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Saturday night speedrunning here on the Nick RP stream. Yes, we are going off-piste. I did say that I would try and do an extra bonus stream over the weekend, seeing as how I was off for so long. So here we are, and we're doing something slightly different tonight that I've been saying I was going to do for a little while. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's stream. Yeah, little bit different on a Saturday. I said I wanted to try and do a bonus stream because I've got the marathon coming up next weekend. So I need the practice. And yeah, I got a free evening, so I figured I'd go for it. Couple of things that are a bit different today, though. There's no YouTube vertical stream tonight because I don't have it properly set up for what I'm doing. And unfortunately, my controller display doesn't work tonight either. Also, I can't hear the game, and that is because if I push the button and it works, there we go. We're doing console. I said I wanted to do some console runs because it's been so long since I've done console. Hey, Jam.
You must construct additional pylons.
It's been a while since I've done console, and the practice that I've had with not doing console for so long means that I should get a decent PB like straight away. So that'd be quite nice. Right, I need to just sort out my capture card. My capture card isn't playing back to me because OBS is a bit pants when it comes to monitoring device. There we go. Yep, my monitoring device was correctly set to what I need it to be, but it wasn't like the right version of it because I don't know why. And I still can't hear it back. I hate OBS sound for this shit. I'm going to change it to monitor only, because presumably you guys can hear it. Well, you can't hear it now because I've just changed it to monitor only. I don't want to have to restart the stream, because usually the fix for this is to put it on is to restart OBS. I don't know why OBS has such a problem with monitoring audio. It's really poor. I'm going to try changing it to default and see if that makes a difference. Nope, that does not make a difference. I still can't hear it. Unfortunately, I can't. I actually have I actually have a setup where I could have it played back and I could hear it. The problem is it comes through the same audio output as my microphone does, so it gets picked up as part of my microphone audio because it's just my sound bar. So that doesn't really work. Trying to think the best way of me. I might have to restart OBS and quickly go live again. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that and hope that that's the fix. So I will be. Okay, we should be back, and yes, I can now hear it. That was indeed the fix. So you should be able to hear me going beep 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 beep, and I can hear it going beep 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 beep. That's the important bit. Right, I just need to quickly redo my camera because I have to redo my camera every single time I go. Oh, actually, it looks like my camera settings have actually saved. Nice. Yeah, my camera settings have actually saved once. That's good. I guess that's because I haven't restarted my computer. Maybe that's the difference with that one. Alrighty. In that case, we are good to get started. So we're just going to do the same practice we have been doing, some any percent and some all Kerotans. I've got to remember to manually split. As I said, there won't be any there won't be any controller input on screen because I can't get it to work. I've got an adapter. I've got a Brook adapter for my Xbox, which allows me to plug any controller into it. And the advantage of the DualSense is you can connect the DualSense via Bluetooth to a device and plug it into your computer at the same time, and it will do both. So that's how I usually do it. I have the DualSense connected via Bluetooth, but then also plugged into my computer. Now, in addition, for Metal Gear Solid 3 on here, what I used to do was actually put it in through my what's it called? Oh my god, what's the bloody device called? My computer output, Gimex. There we go, Gimex. I had to actually go and check. I used to put it through my Gimex so that I could have turbo on start or X to skip cutscenes quicker. And then plug my computer through that into this, and it would work. But I have done a firmware update because there was a problem with this where the Gimex would just lose connection to this within like seconds, and it just wouldn't work. It'd work fine for like 5 seconds, and then it would stop working. It wouldn't reconnect. So I'd have to redo. I basically have to relaunch the Gimex every time, and it just never stuck. Sometimes it did, sometimes it didn't. I never knew what the problem was. So I've upgraded the firmware for this to see if that would be a thing. But I've launched my Gimex software, and it hasn't picked anything up. So I'm assuming that means that my Gimex isn't plugged in. I don't know where it is, and I can't be asked to try and find out. So we're just going to do this the old-fashioned way. I'm playing with my standard Xbox controller, and yeah, there's just nothing on the controller scheme. Nothing on the controller scheme today, I am afraid. One thing I do need to do though is I just need to try and fix the layout for this. Fix the split size. Not that way. Not that way either. Actually, I think all I need to do is just remove that line. That probably fixes it. Just gonna look at the stream because it's a better view. Yeah, that's good. Cool, that'll do. Right, let me save this layout. Save layout as MGS3 emulator and console. Replace. There we go. Right. Okay, we should be good to go. This was quick resume. Quick resume took me straight to here. Oh, I've still got the stream open on my other. Window. Cool. So hopefully you guys should be able to hear it. Everything should be fine. Oh wow, this is a very easy run as well. Blech. So should be exactly the same as normal. Just I'm gonna try and remember to split myself. This is, as you just saw from that, this is the Xbox 360 version of, this is not the Master Collection, this is the Xbox 360 version of the HD edition being played on an Xbox Series S. This is what I bought my Xbox Series S for in the first place, because before the Master Collection came out, this was the best way of playing Metal Gear Solid 3, and speedrunning Metal Gear Solid 3. It's the fastest way, there was no loading trick or anything like that, super fast loads, constant 60 FPS. This was the way to run Metal Gear Solid 3. The reason I bought my Xbox Series S, and I had played this a lot. This is how I really got into MGS3. Before this, I was playing on my PS3. I've been playing on my I've actually been playing on my Xbox a lot since I got ill last week. I moved it into my bedroom. I've been playing Phantom Pain. I played a bunch of Phantom Pain this afternoon whilst Alex was having his nap. I'm just really enjoying playing on it at the moment. So so yeah, that should already be on reverse. That's good. We can do New Game Plus. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start with any percent, and then I think I should still be able to do an All Kerotan run as well. This is assuming, of course, that I have a. Oh yeah, there we go. European Extreme. I have no idea what the state of this is, but we'll find out. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two.
The only other difference playing on console is like, you know, the feel of it is a little bit, particularly with the aiming, it'll feel a little bit different. But outside of that, it should be fine. The only other problem is I've got to mash for the cutscenes, and I've got to keep an eye on live split. Obviously, live split here is only a guide. We go by IGT for this. We don't go by load and remove time because there is no load and remove time. We don't go by real time, even though that's what the timer is on there. Although real time, the game is pretty much in real time. You don't have to worry too much about it. And whatever my final split is, I always try and adjust it so that it then matches. All right, we're off. Running through the jungle, climbing up a tree. So hopefully, as you can see, my my current PB for console is 142. Now, obviously, I have brought that down a heck of a lot on the Master Collection. So I'm hoping that even if this isn't that fantastic of a run, this should still be a significant PB. If it's not a significant PB, then something is terribly, terribly wrong. Snake. So, run forwards and quick headshot that guy. And then we will trank roll that guy. And then this guy we will just bump, roll, and roll off the screen before he can wake up. Oh, that was bad. Never mind. We will trank roll that guy, assuming I didn't trank him. Oh dear. Okay, thankfully, even though I didn't actually trank that guy, that all worked out fine. That could have been really, really bad, but it wasn't. That was actually fine. I'm really surprised at that. I'm going to quick headshot that guy. Roll up here. Shoot that guy a couple of times. Hope this guy doesn't spot me. Nope, all good. I've suddenly gotten really good at that guy. Where I was going through a phase where I like stopped doing that and like would take him out slower, but don't need to now. Apparently I'm all good for that. All right. Time to leave this world behind. Still another no. One last hurdle. Lots of mashing of the button. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Oh, really? What? How am I this far behind?
Yes.
Not quite sure how I'm 21 seconds behind there. Unless I would split at a different time? That seems very off. I know I accidentally clicked a menu and then unclicked it again, but I don't know. Unless I used to split at a different point. Or I used to... maybe I used to start the timer later. There might have been a thing that suggested that the time is supposed to start after. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's only a guide. It'll improve anyway. So you're on the HD edition, which is what the Master Collection is built on. So all of the same tricks still work. It's still the same game. Although I understand the Master Collection was built from the PlayStation 3 version, not from the Xbox version. I knew the moment I did that first roll that was wrong. This is such a tight piece of movement. That should be... I was about to say that should be fine, but I decided to roll into the tree instead. I just don't want to have to do my really long, crappy one. Especially when it comes to all Keratans. Okay, that should be fine. Because if you don't do that trick in all Keratans, it slows this room right down, like ridiculously so. All right, into Razvat. A little behind, but we'll probably be fine. I guess I'm gonna continue to do the newer version of the Ocelot fight. I think it's been working for me. Grab cardboard box, obviously. And in and out. Alright. Into guard rush, as it's called in my splits. Right, backpack. Get rid of that, get that out. Don't get that out just yet. Put that away. Get that out. That should be it. Alright, so run to here. Oh, the aiming is a lot more sensitive. Roll them two. Roll that guy. Run round to here. No, what? Now we're back to being spotted by that guy, apparently. Try again.
Where's he hiding?
Oh, damn it. Okay, I can't just stand. I thought I might be able to just stand there and do it. But you can't. There we go. Wait for the hand to go up. Roll them two. Roll that guy. As long as he stays down, that should be fine. I can't afford to miss that guy. This is hard. This is harder because the controller sensitivity is different. Oh, come on, Nick. Stop. Oh, my. Just shooting this guard is horrible. I say the sensitivity is just different. I suppose I don't know if there's any sensitivity options, actually, in the menus. Obviously, there is in the Master Collection, but... Pretty sure I only got... Got him that time. Oh, what? Why is he there? Probably gonna have to restart this run. This is not going well. I'll say just the controller sensitivity is really throwing me off. Oh. Why? Why have I been spotted? I thought I was starting to understand this version of the fight, but... Oh, crap. That's probably not good. Oh, God. I'm gonna check to see if there's any sensitivity issue settings. I don't think there is in the Master Collection. No, there isn't. Master Collection in the HD edition. Oh, I should have just gone... Should have just gone straight into my backpack there, shouldn't I? Make sure we slam that door. Oh, that's screwed. Flipping it. Come on. This is pitiful. Come on, Nick. Not why? Okay, I'm gonna take out that. I'm gonna have to take out that last guard in a different way because I don't see how I don't see where I'm going wrong. I know I'm struggling to shoot the guards over the other side of the box early, like quickly. So I get that that's probably an issue. I can't see and shoot this guard. Alright. Just to, like, maybe prove to myself I'm not going insane. Go back to the, go back to this version. Can't. My aim is just so off in this. I might not do. Maybe I won't do a console run. This is ridiculous. I've spent. I'm 6 minutes behind just on this. I really didn't expect going back to console to be so freaking difficult. What? Oh my god, I can't even do this version now. Maybe, as I say, maybe I do just go back to PC then and don't worry about console. Because this clearly isn't doing me any favors. Okay, he should eventually get knocked out. There we go, finally. Okay, so I can still do that version. Let's just have another crack. Because if I can't do this on console, then I will just do I'll just do the original version instead. Oh, that was an interesting throw. Okay, there we go. That was very, very close, though. That was really close. That guard was about to see me. So the problem is trying to get the shot in on that. Trying to get the shot in on that guard at the back is really tricky. I don't know if like maybe I could just wait on that guard, but if I'm gonna wait on that guard, that's gonna lose me time. So I might as well just do the original. Anyway, let's start this. Let's start this again, and I'm probably just going to do the original. Yeah, I did not think that I was going to have so much trouble. I said this is how I used to play this. This was how I used to. I mean, I did still used to mainly play it with a DualSense rather than the Xbox controller. Unfortunately, the Xbox controller isn't the same thing that the DualSense does, where I can't have it connected to the Xbox via Bluetooth and have it connected to my computer. The computer overrides it, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's just the DualSense is really nice for that.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning.
All right, let's try this. Let's try this again and hope that this doesn't go horribly. The problem is like I'm still gonna get to the pain. Like, if I'm struggling with the aim now, what's fighting the pain going to be like? The wonders of being able to play on PC, where we get controller sensitivity and loads of other stuff. I do remember this being a thing that people often complained about the Xbox version. So the aim was just really tricky to use. It's very, very light. Whereas the PS3 was much more defined. I remember the PS3 being the other way around. The PS3 was really, really fine. You had to on the PS3 you kind of had to make sure that you were looking in the general direction of where you want to aim, and then hold your gun up, because Snake's aim, whilst not having his weapon drawn, was quite light. But the moment you started aiming your gun, the aiming would get really fine. So yeah, the PC version, or at least the Master Collection version, and presumably across all versions, because you'll get controller sensitivity options across all of them, really did make a big deal of making it way better. And then of course there's mods and stuff as well that you can have. That's better. Oh. There we go.
This is HQ.
Control here. The enemy is attacking from an unknown position.
All good.
What's going on? Respond.
A little bit slower than usual, but
Support unit. Confirm their status.
as long as I get to there, we'll bump into the guards on the way past. Huh. What? Oh, I think it's because I just clipped the grass. Oh, now I'm gonna... And now I'm gonna get smoked by this guy. Oh, today's not my day, apparently. There's a reason I don't usually stream on a Saturday. Oh. Okay, we got there in the end. I mean, I'm massively behind already, but we got there. Alright. Oh, look at how far behind I already am. Right. We can make up the time later. It's fine. It's all good. Hopefully. Oh, nice. 1 minute 18 behind. That's a good start, isn't it? Yeah, that's what we like to see. All right, let's see how far I get until I decide, no, we're going to have to restart again. I'll be honest, if we get to a point where we're going to have to restart, probably just going to go back to PC. Really wasn't expecting the sensitivity to make that much of a difference.
I think I saw something. Huh? Is something wrong? Huh? Who's that?
It's not making dumb mistakes with things like that. Alright, come on. Let's get Dolinovo done first try. That'll be a big time save. Probably. And he rolls into the tree. Okay, second time. That's certainly better. It was no one. It was everyone. It was your mother. Hi, Deagle.
Snake, did you like my sunglasses? Oh, you'd point a weapon at your own brother?
I have pointed weapons at my own brother several times in the past. Oh, thank you. Yes. Yeah, we did hit it recently. I need to now update the graphic to do something else. Probably not another bar again because it broke. All right. So I'm just gonna go back to the original for this. As long as we can get through it first try, we should be fine to carry on. Yeah, just shooting that. Nice headshot.
Just my move. What? Let's move.
Bloody hell, that was close. Oh.
What's wrong?
Crap, I don't know where he is now. Ah! Still can't do it. Right here.
Just my imagination.
Oh, the guy in the out the window spotted me because I wasn't far enough over. I don't think I've ever made that mistake before. How's that timer doing? I'm gonna start losing time shortly. All right, so I'm right over this time. Oh. Pick up the mine detector for some reason.
What? What?
Better. Oh my god, like I said, oh my god, the aiming sensitivity is just so... I am really not looking forward to the pain. Genuinely think the pain is gonna... Still a gold split compared to what I was doing before. I genuinely don't think I'm going to be able to beat the pain. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I've got a little bit of a way to go before that. Heck, we got Ocelot before that. But at least now seeing a 24-second gold split tells me, you know, yeah, this is why I need to do a console run. Get a decent console run done, and I move up the console leaderboard so quickly. Smooth move, Nick. Should still be fine, I think. I'm pretty sure you can still get through. Or maybe not. Maybe I'm telling porkies. Okay, we're through second time. Hey, Dolphin Plaza guy. Next weekend, pretty much a week and a couple of hours from now.
What's wrong?
Thankfully, not running this version. Oh, I decided to not throw a stun grenade there.
Son of a bitch! My hat! Nice shot. Damn! I forgot. You're all talk, huh?
Oh, shot his hat off again.
You won't get away from me!
Oh my god. Oh jeez. I'll be running the Master Collection version on PC. I'm on my Xbox to try and just get a console run done because I haven't done one in a very long time, and oh man, the sensitivity is just completely throwing me off. I can't do anything. This is so bad. Okay, I remember to throw a stun grenade this time.
Not bad, eh?
Okay, in the end, that was actually a pretty good fight. And I've caught up. It's just you can see with my splits exactly why I just need to get a decent console run done, because it'll be such a massive time difference. 1 hour and 42 minutes. It was pretty much I played very easy on console for a very, very long time, and it was pretty much as I learned European Extreme that's when the Master Collection came out. So I then just switched. And apparently never went back. I do have some console runs of All Keratans, but I think I might have only ever done very easy in console All Keratans. I don't think I ever did European Extreme. Can actually see in the cave though on console. Right, this is the bit that's going to make or break this. Am I even capable of beating the pain? I've got plenty of health, which is an advantage, but I really think I'm going to struggle against the pain. Right, backpack. We want smoke grenades. Where am I? I forgot to pick up normal grenades. I completely forgot to pick up normal grenades from the from Chorny Prod. So that screws that up. Okay, I apparently couldn't hit couldn't hit the pain at all there. Oh, and I haven't got those grenades equipped, have I?
Grenade!
No, he bloody moved. This is horrible. Why did I forget to pick up grenades? What? Oh, hopefully that...
Go, get it!
I'm out of everything. This is... I'm apparently just not able to bloody hit him. How I haven't died yet, I don't know. Oh my... please, for the love of God. I mean, I said I probably wouldn't be able to beat the, I probably wouldn't be able to beat the pain. I didn't think that was going to be down to me not picking up bloody grenades. as the reason for it.
Hey! How's my brothers? Hey!
Oh, seriously? He's gone into another phase.
You can taste some
Oh, God.
Army God.
And he's put his shield back on. This sucks. I hate this so much. Why? Please don't drop in the water.
Go get him. Hey! Hey!
And oh, he's moved, but it's enough. We're through. Yes. Oh dear God. I was having a problem there where when I was quick reloading, I think I was accidentally letting go of R1 because there was a couple of times where I didn't seem to retain my aim. I think that's just I'm also not used to running this with an Xbox controller. I'm used to using my DualSense. I could actually, even since I'm not having the controller display on anyway, I could actually still use my DualSense. The main reason the whole DualSense Bluetooth thing isn't working at the moment is because my PC just won't charge my DualSense. Like, the only way I can charge my DualSense... I always play with my DualSense plugged in. I have no idea. No idea what my biggest time save is. It has been a very long time since I've run on console. And it shows! I'm pretty sure I could... I'm only 145 behind. I could still pull this back. This could still easily be a PB, but it's not a PB I'd want to submit. Yeah, for some reason, like, the DualSense just won't charge off my PC. Thanks, Digital Warrior. I'm glad you love this game. It's good to have people watching who really enjoy it. Right, luckily this is a quick headshot, so I don't have to worry about aiming, except I still got it wrong.
What's wrong?
Bloody hell. Alright. Can I get through warehouse? I'm terrified. I am terrified of every single room now. Just not knowing what it's going to be like at any point. Huh. Huh. That should be fine. Lovely.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Oh. Get out of the way! I'm good, I'm good. Woo! Oh, Delfino, I have been watching some runs again to start doing a few new tricks and things. Like, I'm doing the newer version of the Ocelot unit. Warehouse 2 both ways. I'm now doing it differently. There's some that I haven't gotten attached to. Unfortunately, no. Because going out of your way to get the Sorry, two reasons actually. Going out of your way to get the SVD is slow, and actually adds on. I think it actually adds on more time than you save. The other problem is if you don't defeat the end, then you don't get the Mosing Nagant, and the Mosing Nagant is really useful against the Fury and the boss. Yeah, like watching that race made me realize there were so many new strats that I wasn't aware of. I would like to I would at some point like to learn Lethal Fury. Not planning to for this event, because mostly because for the event I'm doing next week, there is a donation incentive to upgrade it to All Keratans. I cannot do Lethal Fury on All Keratans because for Keratans we are not allowed to do New Game Plus. We have to do New Game, and therefore in Keratans we do not have access to the Patriots. The ends boss fight takes place outside. Bump him. Oh, the Fury. The Fury's boss fight don't need to be outside to take advantage of the healing. Healing? I'm not sure what you're referring to. For the ends no, you don't need the ends camo. You need the ends gun. The Mosin Nagant, which is obtained by defeating the end non-lethally. Don't need his camo. Only need his camo if you're doing an all camos run. That's right. Yeah, trust me, it's been the other big advantage of defeating the end is you teleport when you defeat the end, because for the end we defeat him in one room. We don't let him leave the starting room. We manipulate him so that he stays. This is where I now want to equip that. I now want to get rid of. No, I am. Animals, there we go. We defeat him in one room. And once you've defeated him, you then teleport to the fire. You then teleport to close to the exit. So you also have to factor in getting around all of the Ocelot unit. You don't have to fight the Ocelot unit. You can just move past them. You don't get the rocket launcher until after the end anyway. Oh, okay. For the fear, I am now doing this version.
He wasn't dead after all.
Turn around, quick Patriot. There we go. That's the version of the fear that I'm now doing. Yeah, gold split. Also, another answer to the question about just queue regarding. Using the rocket launcher, we try as much. Hang on, should probably concentrate on this because this is new for me. Cigar spray. Cigar spray that guy. Bump that guy. Run around here. Shoot, because that causes that guard to move. And we're through. Guys, so much prefer that version of Warehouse 2. I always hated the box headshot version, and that version is so much cleaner. Okay, that's probably the that and the Ocelot unit are probably the two biggest changes I made following like watching Callie and the world records and stuff like that. Anyway, sorry, go right. I will finally talk about the rocket launcher now. The other thing is that for European Extreme, we tend to try and go non-lethal as much as possible, because if you can do it all in one if you can do it all in one go. What? If you can do it all in one go without with no continues and you don't kill anyone, then that's Foxhound rank, which is the top rank. Right, why did this guy not... I mustn't have shot him. That's better.
Huh? The enemy's here.
If you roll up those stairs, it'll put you perfectly where you need to shoot it. Oh, as in roll up the stair, the final set of stairs in Warehouse 2. So that's cool. I have also, I have also built Keratons into that strat. I have adjusted my strat for the end slightly. I'm now doing the sort of newer version of this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get out the Patriot. Make loads of noise. Dodge the shot. Some grenades.
Freeze.
Huh? Where did you...
Look up. And spray. Yeah, I figured he was. Oh, let's just play this safe and just follow him. There we go. There we go. That was a significant time save. I get the feeling I probably have had some messed up splits there, because that time suggests that I was still 3 minutes behind my best for the end, which I couldn't have done that end fight 3 minutes faster. But yeah, the end I'm now doing the slightly faster version. It says when I first did it on PC, I found that method saved 8 seconds over my best previously. It saves 2 smoke grenades. I think that's it for ammo. It saves a little bit of your Mark 22 ammo as well, because you don't have to. Well, any other guns. Imagine if you had a sniper rifle that could do a ricochet shot like with Ocelot's weapons in a new update. That would be pretty cool. Reminds me of Lockwood from Atlas Reactor. You had bouncing bullets. Oh, I saw a load of stuff about Atlas Reactor lately. I was flicking through my Steam library trying to find games that I wanted to play, and came across Atlas Reactor in my library again. Made me sad. I miss that game so much. Hey, this ladder got nerfed in the remake and then got buffed in an update. Yeah, for Metal Gear Solid Delta, we are now having to down patch the game because Snake's speed on the ladder got nerfed. So because it was ending too quickly, you were getting out of the door at the top just as the song was coming to an end. So they slowed Snake down in the latest, not the latest patch, because the latest patch only came out a couple of days ago. Patch before that, yeah, they altered his climbing speed so that it was, I think it's 9 seconds slower now. So yeah, just because of ladder, we are now having to down patch Delta. Just one more reason why I have really not gotten back into Delta. And I don't really have any plans to get back into Delta anytime soon. Sadly. Not until changes happen to the board. Once some changes happen to the board, and mainly for me, category extensions gets made, then I will be interested in coming back to Delta. But until then, I'm good. I need a break from MGS3 again. I am in a constant state of always needing a break from MGS3. At the moment, I have no idea. Just the I hate. I don't like dunking on the moderators for it because one of the moderators is my friend. One of the moderators is Glenn, who I do consider a friend, someone from the Metal Gear speedrunning community that I have actually met in real life. You know, was it GDQ SGDQ 2020 2023 with the guy. I do consider Glenn a friend, but Glenn's one of the main moderators. The other main moderator is a piece of shit, who should be banned from speedrun.com anyway. But neither, and to be fair to Glenn, my understanding of it is he is getting no support from the other moderator. Like Glenn has had to, everything that's happened pretty much since the game's been released, Glenn has had to deal with. But at the same time, the community like made a big hoo-ha and a big talk about what they wanted to see, and at the end of it, nothing happened. So, yeah. Now, if it weren't for the fact that I have been extremely busy, and I'm going to continue to be extremely busy. If you haven't already heard, I am now organising a live UK speedrun event for next year. I would volunteer to be a verifier or moderator for Delta category extensions, but I don't have the time. A spring game coming out next year. Something tied to Metal Gear, or? Wouldn't have thought so. Game's coming out in spring. 007 First Light? Trying to think of games that are coming out. I'm personally excited for 007 First Light. Fate Extra Record. Can't say I've heard of that game. Whoops, I forgot to equip the Mosin gun.
My chute's been ripped.
Damn it, that was not ideal. Oh, that's nice though. Oh, beautiful. Oh, it would be if I'd hit him. And I'm dead. Thanks, Fury. You piece of shit. Everybody hates the Fury. Oh, well, at least we can manipulate him so that he's all... Oh, I still haven't got the bloody... I completely forgot to get the Mosinda gun out. So dumb.
My shoot's been ripped.
Oh, he just clipped me. And I'm dead again. Oh my. It is great, that one scene where every single person in that scene is a spy.
My blade suit is ripped. There you go.
Oh, he's going for a fly. Which way is he going? Gone that way. We'll just... Oh, he's gone that way.
You're not getting away from me.
Finally! I'm still ahead. I'm still ahead though. I'm gonna grab the fire uniform for safety. Oh dear. Just terrible. Right. Moving on though. Another new, another slight deviation that I learnt about from watching other runs. You don't have to worry about a box headshot on that guard or anything by just going round this way instead. Just in case I get set on fire during bike chase, because I do not have the, Cold War camo. So if you ever get set on fire during the bike chase, you can quickly equip the fire camo to put it out. It's not much. Smoke grenades, there we go. Oh my god, I have so many weapons. That should be fine. Yep, here's Rykov. I say this every time, there are loads of different ways to get Rykov to move further over so that you don't have as far to drag. I don't care at the moment. I am just happy to grab him. There is a, I can't remember exactly which version of the game it is, but there is a super funny one where you... there's a super funny one where you keep blasting him with the RPG, and it's hilarious. Box glide. So fun. I'm gonna do it twice. It is Delta. I figured it was very easy. I couldn't remember if it was Delta or MGS3. Sir. All right.
Tell me,
Stop it!
who have you been?
Okay, I can still mute the audio, so at least that's worked. One thing I really should be doing is charging my DualSense. I might be able to use it. If I've got the correct cable, because the cable I've got plugged in is not the right cable. That should do. Very sorry for the really loud noises. Oh my god. There we go, we're good. Right, my DualSense is now plugged in charging, so hopefully it means for a second run of this... Hopefully it means for a second run of this, I can have my DualSense connected via Bluetooth and plug it into my computer, and I can still have the controller scheme showing up. I won't be able to get turbo because I don't know what's going on with my GIMX. I don't even know where it is. I thought it was plugged into the back of my PC, but apparently it isn't. I don't do a lot of console runs these days. Where are we up to? We're up to... Here we go.
You must have your limits.
For once, because of the way I've got the audio set up, it mutes it for me as well. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What's wrong? Are you okay? Oh, jeez. Did you throw up?
Okay, so that... Okay. I figured because I'd already made a big mistake, I'd try that again. I need to find out how that trick works. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ah, you gotta let him take a step towards you first.
What's wrong? Are you okay? Oh, jeez. Did you throw up?
Thanks, Alfino Plaza Guy. It really does help when you've got someone who actually knows it rather than because I'd seen it where you double punch and then swap to the SAA, but every time I tried it, I kept getting spotted, and yeah, that was it. That was perfect. Thank you so much. Not doing anything different here. I think it's you who've got a really elaborate setup to get through this, but from what I saw, it mostly appeared to be swag rather than anything particularly faster, because this isn't really that slow. Yeah, you have to stop to throw 2 smoke grenades, but it's not that much. It does look dope as fuck, though. Your version of Escape. Ah. Oh, it prevents having to pick up Johnny. Oh yeah, of course you don't need the smoke grenades. So one of the other things that I am doing in picking and choosing which ones I do is kind of about is to do with all Keratans. Basically, if there's a strat that I don't think I'm going to be able to use in all Keratans, I'm not too worried about learning it because there is a very good chance that the run that I do next week will be all Keratans if the donation incentive gets met. So it's like Fury, Fury, Lethal Fury. I've not learnt Lethal Fury because I can't do Lethal Fury in all Keratans because we don't have the Patriot. I've not learnt no, sorry, Fury wasn't who I was going to mention at first. I was going to talk about Fear. I have done the version of Fear where you don't use a fake death pill, but that doesn't seem that helpful, again, in all Keratans, because we don't really have the opportunity to use the fake death pill in the end fight anyway. I know the whole purpose of it is so that you've got a fake death pill spare, but to be honest, I don't think you need to have a fake death pill spare for the end, unless there is another strat that I've missed. Because Kerotan progress carries between playthroughs, and that includes getting the rank at the end of the run. It was assumed for a very long time. That was a good roll. It was assumed for a very long time that you got the rewards, you got the stealth gear for getting all of the Keratans across multiple runs, but you only got the rank, the Kerotan rank, if you got them all in one run, and it's since been proved that that's not true. You get the Kerotan rank the first playthrough you finish where you have got all of them on the same save file. So yeah, it just means that if you don't do New Game Plus, any runner could shoot a bunch of Keratans on a previous playthrough and then not have to worry. Yeah, I for the longest time thought that because I used to do Keratans on New Game Plus, because I was under the assumption for the longest time, and most people were under the assumption for the longest time, that you only got the rank if you shot every Keratan in the same playthrough, but that is not the case. Right, get rid of that. We want that. Get rid of that. We want that. Get rid of that and get that out. So yeah, as a result, you have to play it. You have to do all Keratans on New Game Plus. On New Game. So yeah, I have a. I am now using the Patriot. Oh, I messed that up. I am now using the Patriot for... Oh, I forgot to change camo. Oops, wrong camo. I am now using the Patriot for the Fury. That's better. Yeah, I am now using the Patriot for the Fury. For the Fear. Because it is a lot faster, and it's not a difficult strat to learn between Keratans. Again, I can't do it in all Keratans. For all Keratans, I'm still going over to the trap, but it is much faster in any percent to just use the Patriot. For the end's not too bad. I still have plenty of pistol ammo, so rather than use the Patriot to distract him, I'm just shooting. I'm just shooting whatever gun I've got plenty of ammo in, and that's doing the job. I use the knife in I do use the knife in very easy, but I don't use it in can you still use the knife in European Extreme in the same way? Have you've got time to kill him with it? Not going for non-lethal non-lethal Volgin here.
What the? Here it comes! Time to die!
Beautiful Volgin fight. To pick up the AK from Razvet at the top of the stairs, or is there a better location to pick it up from?
There they are! They're over here!
So there will be a lot of flashing lights here, folks. I am going to be going non-lethal and using the stun grenades. 5 set. Okay, yeah. So presumably you grabbed that just before the fight. Or I will say, the Xbox controller is a little bit nicer for the quick reloading here. AK then box then door, cool. Good God, my shooting is terrible. Is it really worth a 5-second time loss to grab the AK for that? Does the AK have any other uses throughout the run? Because, like, surely that is not worth. Surely that is not worth the time. I've seen it done with the 1911, and I tried learning it once, and I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't get that initial shot off. Beats the time loss of missing the knife strat. Yeah, but surely does it beat the yeah, but does it beat the time loss of running over to the trap and just using the trap? Look up. Take a lot of damage here, and glad I swapped to the Oilscam camo. Got him. I'm fine. Phew. And this whole section is why I like having the Volgin's camo, having the Cold War camo. makes such a difference to this section. The whole section becomes trivial if you've got it. Fair enough. I did when I then went back and looked through like the world record and some of the other things. Like the Ocelot fight, for example, I did sort of determine that it's not necessarily that these are new strats that are saving more time. In a lot of cases, it's just a different way of learning the fight. Like the Ocelot, the first time I beat the Ocelot unit with the newer strat, the one where you like knock on the wall, roll through the guards, stuff like that, I lost 5 seconds. Now, I absolutely could have made up that 5 seconds within the fight. It could have been faster. But it did sort of tell me, oh, these aren't necessarily brand new strats that are saving heaps of time. In a lot of cases, it's just people have found a different way of doing it and they prefer one way or the other. Which is absolutely fine, you know, that's... It's always good to have multiple ways of doing stuff. But going back to what I was saying about not wanting to learn stuff that isn't useful for Keratans, now that I know the reason for the strat, the escape strat, so you don't have to get the smoke grenades from Johnny, I'm not going to learn it. Because for Keratans, I have to have the smoke grenades from Johnny. Oh, quite sure what I did to miss that, but... It's always cool. I usually suck at like coming up with my own strats for stuff. I don't think I've ever rooted a game from scratch. I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to root an entire game from scratch.
Only one more left. Shadowheart's not here yet.
But this is why I've really enjoyed. There's one reason I've really enjoyed Keratans, because Keratans is a chance for me to reroute a game I already know. And Eva's decided to turn around. Thanks, Eva. Nope, I couldn't retain the loop. Thanks, it. Why did Eva turn around? This is still my favorite change in It's still absolutely my favorite change in Delta. That they completely fixed this fight. Absolutely awful casual fight here. Nice finish though. God, Evie, you make me nervous. She makes me so nervous. See, I told you even with how bad this had been at the start, there was still so much time to pull back. 7 minutes is ahead now. Probably not going to do that Kerotan run now. I'm probably just going to do another run of this. See if I can just do this better.
There they are.
Basically doing practice on my Xbox is not actually that helpful. Because I'm just because I'm like screwing up my muscle memory. Hey Sanjay, yeah, I said on Thursday that if I had the opportunity to stream over the weekend, I probably would, because the event's next weekend. I need the practice, and obviously I was off for 2 weeks, so I want to try and catch up a bit. And yeah, Heidi decided she wanted to go to bed really early tonight. Alex is already asleep in bed and he's fine. He's taken his next big boy step today. Has Alex to 25 months old. 25 months old tomorrow, I believe. Yes, it's the 22nd today. So yes, tomorrow he will be 25 months old. So it was his second birthday a month ago. Oh, can I do this? Can I do this again? I don't know why I thought I'd be able to do that on on the Xbox. I did the other day. I had one run where just using the Mosin Nagant, I managed to take out both the rocket launcher guy and the Kerotan. It was like just perfect back-to-back shots. And you decided to fly directly above me immediately. Oh, got him. Okay, that was lucky. It's like for Kerotans, I deliberately now go for non-lethal Volgin so that I can have his camo. And if I was just confident at being able to, you know, shoot the Kerotan and that guy with the... Oh, it's above me again. Screw this guy. I haven't got pills to help me here. I haven't got life medicine. If I die here, I die. Yes, Alex's birthday is October 23rd. Is it also your birthday? I know that... Oh, cool, yours is the day after. That's nice. Alex, it doesn't have a bearing on his name, but it's a nice coincidence. Because we named him, we knew his name was going to be Alex long before he was born. He shares a birthday with Weird Al Yankovic. Obviously, the Al in Weird Al is short for Alfred, not Alex. But it's still a nice coincidence. And also shares his birthday with Ryan Reynolds. Which is, yeah, that was really cool when I found that out. He was late as well. He was 3 days late. He was supposed to be born on Friday, and he was born on Monday. So yeah, the 3 days late meant that he shares a birthday with Weird Al, who is... I am a massive Weird Al fan. I've seen Weird Al live. Like, I've been into Weird Al since I was, like, 11. And obviously I'm a big Ryan Reynolds fan. Love Deadpool. And love some of Ryan Reynolds' other work. The Hitman's Bodyguard is really good. That's probably my favourite Ryan Reynolds film that isn't Deadpool. The Hitman's Bodyguard's Wife, the sequel, is awful. It's terrible, but the original's very, very good. I've never watched the Blade films. I really should do, particularly after. Oh, why am I going to my backpack? I really should do, particularly after Deadpool and Wolverine.
Let me have some more.
I did start watching Ben Affleck's Daredevil once, and I just couldn't keep going. So yeah, I don't have much frame of reference for Elektra in that film either. Every time I still try and do the Delta trick. In Delta, you can interrupt Snake's hand wave by rolling. Can't do it in the original. Oh, it was very much panned. Was Daredevil and Elektra, if I recall correct, because I think Elektra was in Daredevil, but then Elektra got her own spin-off. That was also pretty panned. And Jiggly. I'm trying to think if there's any other films. Oh god, yeah. Oh, I love Daredevil. I have watched all 4 seasons of Daredevil. Still haven't gone back and finished any of the others. I never watched season 3 of Jessica Jones, and I never finished season 1 of Punisher. And I understand season 2 of Punisher was really good. Oh, it was an Affleck and J-Lo movie. Oh, okay. And I never watched season 2 of Luke Cage or Iron Fist. I understand season 2 of Iron Fist was better as well, because I really enjoyed Iron Fist season 1. I know it was pretty panned, mostly because people just didn't like the character. Like,
I hear something.
Hey, Miller.
What's wrong?
Finn Jones, that was it. The actor who played Iron Fist was Finn Jones. People didn't like Finn Jones's version of the character, and part of the big problem is that he never wore the costume. He just didn't really feel like Iron Fist. And granted, I don't know Iron Fist that well anyway, so I can't really judge.
I'm so hungry.
All right, final boss.
Early. Let's see what you're made of.
The other reason for wanting the Mosing Nagant.
Excellent, Jack. Better than I remember.
That was an interesting.
Brace yourself.
Nice. Good RNG as well. Absolutely spot on boss fight. You can't really do the boss much quicker than that. Beautiful. All right. Well, it is a PB by still a significant amount, but it could have been a heck of a lot better. Yeah, my let me have a look. Speedrun.com, Metal Gear Solid 3. So, just for a comparison, my European Extreme PC PB, according to Speedrun.com, is 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 35 seconds. Now, that is loading remove time, not IGT. But they're not that much different. Now, according to LiveSplit, my
Kill me now.
my console PB is nearly half an hour later. I will check the console board just to be sure that was correct. Second to last place, 142.10. Yes. I'm on the console leaderboard. I am 30th with 142.10 from 2 years ago. Run was the 24th of January 2023, so more than 2 years ago. Well done, Snake. All right, so this should be 10 minutes from now, because it's about a 12-minute split altogether. So this should be a 128. So that would bump me. A 128 bumps me from 30th. Depending on exactly where, we'll go with a high 128. That bumps me from 30th to 27th, and it puts me up 3 places. Oh dear. I got the idea from Callie, because Callie's the other way around. Callie like exclusively runs, I think, on PS5. So Callie like exclusively runs console, but does still have the Master Collection on PC. And so Callie decided that they were going to do a PC run just so that they could get on the board again for it and push themselves up. So I was like, I should probably do the same thing at some point. So I have. If I'm right, I am going to check though. I don't think I have a console All Kerotan's Euro Extreme run. Difficulty European Extreme. Nope, there are no console European Extreme runs on the board. There are no emulator European Extreme runs for Keratons on the board. There is only one European Extreme Kerotan run on the category extensions board, and it is my PC run. Because that was another thing that was talked about for ages and ages ago, was about splitting the MGS3 boards up by difficulty so that you could actually have some comparisons. Again, this stuff all gets talked about, but nobody ever takes any action. It's very frustrating. Now, I say this with the fact that I've had I'm now sat on a run to verify for a week. I am very bad at verifying, mainly because a lot of the games that I'm a verifier for 3 games. Unsurprisingly, they are all Unepic games. I am a verifier for Unmetal. I am a moderator for Unmetal category extensions, and then I am a super mod for Pampers and Celine and Mini Ghost. And Plywood uploaded a very old Pampers and Celine 100% run. I just haven't. I said to him that I'd probably get around to watching it last weekend, and I never did. So I really should. Yeah, it does need verifying. I have a notification on notification on Discord, and it is okay. Speedrun Tours UK stuff. As whilst we're just sat at the credits waiting, though, I'll talk about that for anyone who might have missed that news recently. Speedrun Tours UK has been invited to host a live marathon in the UK. It'll be the first live marathon that I've been a main organizer for. I've done hosting shifts for a couple of live marathons, but I've never actually worked a live marathon before. I've done a lot of offline marathons. I've done a lot of offline. I've done a lot of online marathons. And for Pixel Perfect, I was pretty much the lead organizer for Pixel Perfect. So I have all of that experience, but I don't have much experience with live. So it's going to be really interesting. Announced it on Thursday, and we already have a core team of 9 or 10. It's either 9 or 10. 10. 10, but one of them's Heidi, so I'm not sure if that counts. So I'm gonna say 9 plus Heidi. So yeah, core team is already coming together, and we seem to have most of our bases covered as well. I did see your message, Delfino. I will get back to you on it. I'm just thinking I'm trying to think of whether I would be available to do anything like that at the moment. But to be honest, it's not really me. I just provide the tech. It's down to whoever wants to. Basically, if you want to organize it, talk to people, get them on board, and do it. That's what Callie did with the last one. The only problem I had, the main problem I had with the last one is that nothing would have happened if I hadn't kept pushing. And to a degree, I ended up running it. The only times that Callie and some of the other people did stuff and planned stuff or made announcements and stuff is because I told them you need to do this. So I kind of backseat ran it, which is not what I wanted to do because I had an extremely busy October. So I'm a little unsure, particularly as I say, I've got the Speedrun Tours UK one. I say Speedrun Tours UK. Speedrun Tours UK is going to be a partner of this marathon. We are going to create a brand new marathon organization. It is not Speedrun Tours UK's marathon. It is the community's marathon that Speedrun Tours UK is a partner of. Because and the reason for that is because I don't want Speedrun Tours UK getting muddled. I don't want people to then think, oh, Speedrun Tours UK is this marathon. It isn't. Speedrun Tours UK is more than just a marathon. And it's also not Anime League's marathon. So we are the marathon is going to be at. Oh, I think I can unmute now. The marathon is going to be held at Manchester Anime and Gaming Con, April the 10th to April the 12th. That we will probably only run the marathon the 11th and 12th. So it's Friday to Sunday. We'll probably only run Saturday, Sunday. Gives us Friday to set up. And yeah, so I've got a core team of 10 of us together now. As I say, I think we've got all of our areas covered. So things like obviously I've got tech covered. But we've got people who know what they're doing with GDQ with the GDQ tracker, so we might be able to build that and do it, or we might just go with Tiltify. We've got someone who said that they can do arts and logos and stuff. So hopefully we've got that covered. And then we've just got a load of people who are like just interested in doing stuff. And you know, there's one person who's openly admitted they've got really little experience, but they really want to get involved. I'm like, yep, I don't care how much experience you've got. You will learn as we go along. I just need people who are sort of dedicated and basically people who are definitely going to turn up on the day. That's the main thing that I need. But the reaction to it has been pretty good so far. I made a post about it on Blue Sky, and that's had a lot of reposts and likes. A load of people have joined the server. Some people joined the server and then immediately asked if they could join the core team. I'm trying to avoid calling it staff. I don't want to call it staff. So I'm calling it, at the moment, the role is just team. We'll probably come up with something. It depends what we call the organisation in the end. That's the main thing that we've got to cover at the moment, is what we're going to call the damn thing. I am reluctant to use the term UK in it because we've already had UKSM. UK Speed, United Kingdom speedrunning marathon. We've already got UKSG, United Kingdom Speedrun the Gathering. So I don't really want us to be UKSC, United Kingdom Speedrunning Convention. I don't know. I think that we might pivot towards using GB instead.
Speaking of which, I've obtained something from
we could be GB or SMGB, Speedrun Marathon Great Britain, or
perhaps it might just come in handy sometime.
I don't know. I just think GB might be better to use just to make sure that we're not being confused with other things.
Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story.
But or we'd have the UK on the end, right? So rather than like UKSG, UKSM, maybe we go the other way and we go SM UK, Speedrun Marathon UK, or I don't know.
And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity.
I don't know.
They have no idea that
but that's something that we've all got to, the team now has to discuss. I mean, if anyone outside of the team has ideas, then obviously, you're allowed to say so, but it's the core team or the ones making the decision in the end. I had jokingly to myself been thinking about how I could name it, Bloody Speedrunning Blokes. That'd be cool, actually. If we could find a kind of offhand British way of, 1:28:10. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save my splits and then edit my final split time to be 1:28:10 so that it matches. There we go. Cool. So 1:28:10. That is still from what I was saying. That is still only 27th, but only just. We go European Extreme Console. So I go from 30th to 27th. 26th is 1:28:03. So I only have to. I bump up one more spot by just saving 8 seconds. After that, it's 1:26. Then we're into 1:23. Basically, I could do with this being under 1:20, so I'm actually like in the top 15. And I certainly I should be able to do it. I just got to like get better. I've got pigeon rank. I didn't kill anyone, which is always good. But yeah, 15 continues is not good. So yeah, we're gonna take a break, mainly so I can pee, and then we will go again. And I'll grab a drink as well. Yeah, I think if I could find some really as we get ready to go to the break, if I could find some really cool way of like incorporating something British without having to say Britain or UK in it, that would be pretty cool. Maybe Blighty. No, I hate the term Blighty. It's a horrible term. I don't know. But one thing, I just sort of jokingly to myself, I wouldn't want to do this, but I sort of jokingly to myself, because I know I know this is a thing that sometimes happens in like business worlds of people have enjoy, dude. And thank you for stopping by, and thank you for your advice to get out of prison. That was really helpful. One thing that some companies like to do is, like, if they've like splintered off, or you know they're deliberately being a rival to someone else, they will make a name that kind of makes reference to it. The example I always remember is there's a company called I think they're called Eclipse. It's got something to do with Java. I'm pretty sure there was a company called Eclipse because the company that they were sort of coming off of the back of was something to do with the sun. I can't remember what they were called, and so they called themselves Eclipse because they wanted to eclipse the sun. If anyone has any idea what I'm talking about, there's something I learned in computer science back when I was in uni. I know there was definitely a company called Eclipse, and they called it because of the company that they were, as I say, they were against, had some sort of sun connotation with their name, and they wanted to eclipse them. And there's a history of that happening in other places as well. I can't, for the life of me, I can't think of any other decent examples. But yeah, it's not uncommon for companies to, to, like, as they've splintered off, to try and make a name that like surpasses whatever they're coming from. So I was jokingly trying to think how I might be able to make the name a riff on Pixel Perfect. Problem is Pixel Perfect already has the word perfect in it. What's better than perfect? Perfection? rather than something being perfect, you can say it is perfection. I was thinking what's bigger than a pixel. Then I was thinking like Minecraft, a chunk. I was like, chunk perfection. If anyone has any ideas on how that could work, then do let me know. But I'm shit. I am not very creative when it comes to names and shit like that. I was always better at English language than English lit. I'm not a particularly creative writer. So yeah, I'm going to be interested to hear what the team has as ideas for what the name of the marathon could be. It's not going to be Speedrun Tours UK, and it's not going to be Anime League, because I want us to be able to differentiate from both. If a few years down the line someone else comes out with a Node CG package that far surpasses Speedrun Tours UK, and it's like, okay, if we want to keep up with everyone else, we need to start using this, then Speedrun Tours UK dies. And I don't want the marathon the main thing is I don't want people to confuse the marathon with the package. I don't want people to think, oh well, Speedrun Tours UK is this marathon, so we can't, there's no Node CG for us to use because that's Speedrun Tours UK marathons thing. It's like, no, that's not the point. That's not what Speedrun Tours UK is supposed to be. Speedrun Tours UK is organising this marathon, but this marathon is not Speedrun Tours UK. If that makes sense. It probably doesn't make sense. I'm probably talking. I'm just rabbiting on again. Yeah, that's where I'm at with that. And Anime League have been very clear that they don't want it to be the Anime League speedrun marathon or the Anime and Gaming Con speedrun marathon, because they want us to be able to splinter off. If we want to do our own thing, if this goes really well and we have a really good community and we decide, okay, yeah, we're going to work with Anime League once or twice a year to do a couple of events, but we might want to do our own online marathon in the meantime. Then if we were called Anime League or called, if we were named after the conventions, then we would probably have to get their permission to do stuff online in their name. And it's like, no, we want to be our own thing so that we can be invited along to Anime League whenever they want us, assuming we want to go and assuming everything works out, whatever. But also we are then there if something else comes up. So if the opportunity for us to do an event on our own comes up, we can go and do it. If there's another convention or another event or something that goes, hey, we'd really love a speedrun marathon at this event, would you come along and do it? We're like, yeah, absolutely, we'll do that, and this goes back to conversations that I had with certain people when I was with Pixel Perfect. Something I was trying to get done one day I would like to see all of the UK speedrun marathon groups, whether they're online, offline, whatever. So eventually I'd like to see us, I'd like to see UKSG, I'd like to see Interspeedathon, I'd like to see Shots Fired, I'd like to see Fastathon, I'd like to see all of those marathons come together to create something big. Something on the scale of ESA or, dare I say, GDQ. A Great British Speedrunning Festival. The name I've had in my head for a very, very, very long time. I am determined that one day there will be a Great British Speedrunning Festival, and it will be the biggest speedrunning event that the UK has ever seen. That is my ultimate goal. That is what I am pushing for with everything that I do. One day, we'll make it happen. Anyway, we're going to go for a break. When we come back, we're just going to do this again. Any percent on Xbox, and just see if I can just do a little bit better. Because then I can submit that, and then it's done. All right, see you all in a few! Alrighty, folks, welcome back to Saturday night speedrunning here on the Nick RP stream. We're back, ready to go for round 2. Let's do this. Hello, everybody. Alright, I restarted the game, and I am very pleased to say that I now have controls on screen whilst still playing on the Xbox. There you go. I just took a screenshot so you prove that this is still on the Xbox. It doesn't allow sharing to the Xbox network. What a shame. So yes, I've managed to get it working now. So I've got my DualSense plugged into my computer, but Bluetooth connected to my Brook adapter. So the only thing that I'm missing from the ideal setup for this is I don't have turbo. If I was using my Gimmicks, I'd be able to have turbo, but I can't be asked to set that up. Before we start, I realized that during the bike chase section, I started talking about Alex and said, he said his next big boy moment today. And then we talked about his name and his birthday, and then we moved on to Ryan Reynolds and Daredevil, and we went really off on a huge tangent. So I'll finally go back and explain what that new big boy moment is. Because I remember, because I went downstairs and we've installed a second stair gate. So for the longest time, we've had a stair gate at the bottom of the stairs so that he can't get upstairs. There's never been one at the top of the stairs because he's never really been upstairs unsupervised. The only time he's unsupervised when he's upstairs is when he's in bed and he's in a cot which he can't climb out of. So there's never really been a need to have a stair gate at the top of the stairs as well. We've now installed a stair gate at the top of the stairs. There's one at the top of the stairs stopping going down, one at the bottom of the stairs stopping going up. And the reason for that is just because today I've removed the side panel, the side gate off of his bed, and he is no longer sleeping in sleep sacks. He now has a duvet and a pillow. He's not using the pillow at the moment because he's just completely avoiding it. But he's now, rather than being in a baby sleep sack, which is basically a sleeping bag, he's now actually got a duvet. It's more like a normal bed. It's still got 3 sides to it, just one side's now off. But now he can climb into and out of his own bed. Sleeps under a duvet. And yeah, it's just, my little boy's grown up. 25 months old. It's grown up fast. It never stops. Right. Oh, excuse me. Let's get on. The only thing I have realised, that's my score on live split. I forgot to add how many. I've got to add how many continues I had, because I always put how many continues I've got. So I'm just going to quickly go back. Because it's easier to check on YouTube. I had 15 continues. There we go, 15 continues. So we can edit those splits and change that 36 continues to 50. That's a big save. 36 continues down to 15. Just one more reason why that was such a much better run. All right, let's do this. We've only got time for one more run. So we're gonna get on with it. Load game. Move that out of the way a little bit. Right. 3, 2, 1, go.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into 2, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
So I still don't have turbo, but you can now at least see my controller inputs. And hopefully this should feel a bit nicer for me because I'm running on a controller I'm used to running MGS3 on. I'm used to using my Xbox controller because I've been using it a lot lately for Phantom Pain, because I've been playing Phantom Pain on my Xbox. But it is nice to it is. I'm more used to playing MGS3 with the DualSense. And we're off. Running through the jungle, climbing up a tree. Has anyone tried Fox Hunt in the last couple of days? I haven't had the opportunity. They just released another patch, which apparently fixed a couple of bugs in the main game. But it was mostly around Fox Hunt. And the big change for Fox Hunt in that patch was that if matchmaking is taking too long, it will now attempt to match you up with people from other regions. Because I believe the online mode is split into 3 regions. I think Europe, America, and Asia. And originally there was no crossplay between regions. I know there's no crossplay between consoles. Everyone is always on the same console, which kind of makes sense. You can't really pair PC up with consoles anyway because of aiming, keyboard and mouse, and all of that. But at least now there is cross-region play, so that opens up, a lot more opportunity. Yeah, the last time I tried to play Fox Hunt, I just could not get into a game. Right, let's hope I don't get taken out by... No! I hate this guard. I still haven't quite figured out with this guard exactly what it is you have. And now that guard see me because I'm too far over to the left. In Razvet. Got him that time. I'm probably going to be a little bit behind here. Alright, at least that's the virtuous mission over. Say, I can already see my time dropping drastically. I don't know whether I'm going to be ahead or behind. Gotta stop hitting... Gotta stop accidentally hitting the... virtual mission. Yeah, I gotta stop accidentally hitting the touchpad, the DualSense touchpad on when you connect it to an Xbox, gives it the share button. I should probably look at whether with my Brook adapter I could change that so that it just doesn't do anything. How you doing, 556er? I don't know why I changed to the third person camera there. I never changed to the third person camera there. And roll. Oh, I didn't do another roll there. You usually do another roll to get past those guards, but I didn't there and I didn't get spotted, so that was good. Alright, how many attempts is Dolanova going to take me? I think last run, PB run was 2. That was a bad second roll. Cool. 2 again. Such a precise... It's probably the most precise bit of movement in the game. That room. I can't think of another room where the movement is that precise. Unless you're doing something like box headshots. Which I've now cut every box headshot out of this run. I do not do a single box headshot in this run anymore. Because screw box headshots. Alright, gonna get the box. And then again, like last run, I am just gonna stick with the original version of this because I'm really struggling to get a couple of the headshots in on console for the newer version. So backpack, I want the cardboard box A, get rid of that, get that out and get rid of that. Swap to the Mark 22. Shoot that guy anywhere but the head. Next 2 guards you can shoot anywhere, doesn't matter where. As long as you shoot them. Shit. Yep, that was way too slow. Probably put the binoculars away actually as well. We don't use the binoculars. Oh no, we do use the binoculars for box glide. That's better. Much better.
Let's go take a look.
I'm gonna get spotted. Oh, I didn't.
Where did he go?
Okay. That's a bit awkward, but I got him. He's already down. Gotta say, this is already feeling a lot better on the DualSense. Yeah, much better. Even with having to do it twice, still a big time save. So yeah, hopefully this is the run where I get a decent console PB for the first time in a very long time. Right, let's not forget to grab grenades this time, because last run I forgot to grab grenades. And it completely screwed me up. It's because I realised I'd grabbed that Mark 22 ammo, so I was like, oh, I don't need to go over to the left and grab the Mark 22 ammo here. No, you don't. Still need to grab these grenades, though. Ah! Didn't roll. crawl on the... Knelt down instead to make sure I get up. And then roll anyway for no good reason. Right, this was 2 attempts last time as well, so another big time save here. I've already fixed the error that I made that caused me to take it 2 attempts last time. So hopefully that means we're good. We're golden. Also, Ocelot was really bad as well. Yeah, we are going to have another big time save by the time I finished Ocelot. How sweet it is. Click, clock, click, clock, click. Nobody! It was nobody. Right, I'm going to concentrate on the assault fight. Stun grenades. Nice, really good Ocelot unit as well. I say just having the dual sense is making a big difference. It just feel again because I'm so much more used to it. The aim is still a lot lighter than on PC, but just using the dual sense is just feeling so much more natural, and you can tell because I'm 3.5 minutes ahead now. I can actually see where I'm going. I don't know how easy it is to see on the stream, but I actually could see that box of ammo, so I knew where I was heading to get it. It's weird how it's just so much clearer. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Tilts grenades. And now we want to try and... Yay! Got the ammo. Right. This is another big time save if I get it right. Okay, not the best start. I'm going to throw a smoke grenade so that I can hopefully stop the... and my smoke grenade went in the water. Oh, you're kidding me. No, no! Why, Snake? Did you go in the water? Okay, that was a nice recovery. You just speedrun a kebab. Why would you want to... No! What? I need to put his. I'm gonna have to get. Why did he bloody throw it underarm? Oh my god, please! This fight is always so horrible when it starts to go wrong. Oh, got him. Oh, I'm out of that. I hate this fight. And we start all over again. Yeah, this is still really difficult with. What? Why did my smoke grenade not stop them? No, and it's an underarm throw again. Oh, I might as well just reset the fight. This fight. So just trying to get the aim is just so much more difficult. Okay, that was a better first phase. That was overarm this time, so that's better.
Your bullets won't work. Attack!
There we go. Okay, in the end, I actually only took 2 seconds longer than my PB, than the previous run. But, I hate... I hadn't realised just how much the Master Collection improves aiming. It's so much better. It was always the main thing that people warned about with running it on Xbox. Is just the aim is so much lighter. You have a lot more control on PS3 and as such, Master Collection. What if anyone's running this on Switch 2 yet? Because I understand the Master Collection did not run very well on the Switch, except MGS1. Apparently MGS1 ran really well on the Switch. But my understanding is MGS2 and 3 run really poorly on Switch, particularly in handheld mode. But I wonder if anyone's actually running the game on Switch 2 yet, because from what I've seen, Switch 2... any games that struggled to run on the Switch run really well on Switch 2. Still absolutely no desire to get Switch 2. I am, however, really interested in a Steam machine. Mostly for speedrun marathons. Hey, Rorschach. Like, the Steam machine seems like it would be an ideal machine to have for runners a speedrun marathon, because they're compact, they're built for playing games rather than anything else, and that's all you really need it to do. You don't need it to do anything else. You just need it to play games. Seems like an ideal situation.
What happened?
Oh, not quite right. Tasted pretty good. Hey, if you speedrun it, did you have talents to taste it? I wouldn't want to speedrun a marathon. Speedrun a marathon? I wouldn't want to speedrun a kebab. I enjoy my kebab.
What happened?
Oh, got it. Okay.
What's wrong? Where's that box?
Okay, two attempts that time, but that's okay. What kind of kebab was it? How do you have your kebabs? I'll let you explain yours, and then I'll judge. I'll judge based on my own taste of kebab. I love a good kebab. When I was a teenager, my local fish and chip shop used to do kebabs, and oh, I just killed that guy. There goes this non-lethal run. My family were very heavy into scouting. All the meat and sauce, love it. We're very heavily into scouting, so I was in scouts. I was in beavers, cubs, scouts. My mum became a cub leader. When I was then old enough, I became a young leader. My brother became a leader. Eventually, even though for the longest time my dad always said that he was never going to get involved, he became our group scout leader, which is like the head of the leader of our entire group. So the head of cubs, scouts, beavers, the lot. And then later became district commissioner. So like he was the head of scouting for a portion of Sheffield. And this was a guy who for the longest time said he was never going to get involved in scouting. And he went further than any of us have ever done. None of us are involved in scouting anymore because reasons. But anyway, and to be honest, I've not been heavily involved in scouting in a very, very long time. Pretty much, I went to uni and that was it. I went to university and I stopped doing scouting. But our main night was a Wednesday night. So my mum was a cub leader, so Cubs was on Wednesday night. I think it was 5 till 7, and then Scouts was 7 till 9, which me and my brother were involved in and whatnot. So usually, or after, we'd have been out doing scouting from 5 till 9, so for 4 hours. There was no time for dinner, and there was our local fish and chip shop were just around the corner. My parents, my brother, they would always get fish and chips, and I was always the odd one. I always got a kebab because I loved kebabs. I'm not doing very well with my menuing tonight. Head Scout nomenclature. The girls' versions wasn't. Arcala. Yes, my mum was Arcala. Arcala is the leader of the cub pack. Arcala doesn't have to be a woman. because in the Jungle Book, which is where the cubs all get their names from, in the Jungle Book, Arcala was male. It's just the leader of a cub pack is called Arcala. Right, we're doing this version of the Fear now. We'll use the Patriot. Wait for him to come over.
He wasn't dead after all.
Turn around. Patriot out. And blast him. Still losing a bit more time. Just cure that. That's the only time we use the Patriot in the run. Don't use the Patriot at any other point in the run. What? Okay. Not sure why I got spotted there. Blue Keller. Oh, I got one other bit of advice from... There we go. That was the other bit of advice I got from Delfino Plaza guy. Which was if you roll up the stairs there, it puts you in the perfect position. It's slightly quicker and puts you in the perfect position to shoot. Although he moved in a different way. Also, I need to check my splits and see why my end split is already marking it down as messing up. There's no way I could have defeated the end already. Yeah, I was the odd one in my scouting family, and that I went for kebabs rather than fish and chips. Because baby, love me a kebab. Oh, I think I shot a little too late. I used to do karate after school with some friends, and there was a couple of times I'd always have dinner at their house, and one time they were getting stuff from the fish and chip shop, and they asked me what I wanted, and they showed me a menu. I was like, oh, someone else was also getting a kebab. I think my girlfriend at the time was getting a kebab, and I'd never had one. I was like, oh, I like meat. I like the sound of that. I'll give that a go. Yeah, never looked back. CQC slam him, and then we want to do that. Oh, I'm incorrect, by the way, about the Patriot. We do use it one more time. We're going to use it right now. Three quick shots. Move to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Roll to dodge the shot. Just so much quicker setup. Punch, punch, spray, punch, punch. Hold him up.
Where did you...
Spray. Stun grenades. Look up. Then spray enough to knock him down. Got him. That was a bit awkward at the end there, but we got there. I am slowly losing time, though. It is worth noting that I am very, very slowly losing time. I don't think if there was anything later on where I really screwed up. Did I mess up any? I can't remember if I messed up any. The Fury could have been a lot better. The Shagahod could have been better. And that may be it. Yeah, everything else after the escaping the prison. I screwed up. That's another big time save. Anyway, now that we've gone through all of that, I'll now tell you what my perfect kebab is. So my favourite or perfect kebab is mixed with lamb doner and chicken doner. A bit of salad on it, not too much salad. Nice bit of lettuce, onion, no tomato, no gherkin, no chili pepper. If they do coleslaw's okay. Give or take the coleslaw. And it has to be garlic sauce. Plenty of garlic sauce. I do quite enjoy chicken shish kebab as well. Or lamb shish kebab, but you don't tend to get as much meat than if you get doner. Not on a kebab. I love gherkins on a burger, yes, but not on a kebab. Oh, and if available, in a naan bread. A lot of places won't put it in a naan bread. They'll put it in a pita bread instead. I do much prefer it in a naan bread. But well, I say I much prefer it in a naan. I much prefer it in a naan bread because I really like naan breads. But I'm not fussed. You know, I won't be like, oh, well, I'm not gonna have one if there's no naan bread and I have to have it in a pita. If I have it in a pita, that's absolutely fine. But I do much prefer it in a naan. Yeah, naan for the win. Garlic and coriander if possible. Heidi likes kebabs, but her preference is doner meat and chips. She doesn't tend to like having them in a naan or a pita bread. She doesn't have salads. She'll still have sauce. Doner meat, chips and cheese if she can get it, but it's very rare that you can get cheese on a doner kebab. And she will only go for doner meat. She doesn't like dunya. She won't go for I think she'll have chicken. Oh, what? That guy turned around a lot quicker than normal. So that's a time loss. She won't go for I think she'll have chicken doner, but she much prefers just lamb doner. So I think because he said what, I can do the other. Yeah, I can do that version instead. That does not count as a kill. Alright, so that I don't have to change weapon this time, I'm gonna CQC slam him. Just so that I don't have to change weapon.
here.
What's going on? Respond. There's something wrong. Support unit, confirm their status.
My Mountains 3 has gotten a lot better. I'm so glad I've gone back to doing this version rather than my really dumb shooty version. And not alerting that guard with by using the grenade has been so much better. Oh, I didn't know you could stand on that bit. Beautiful Mountains 3. How fast that load is. That, I'm pretty sure that is still faster than Master Collection PC. Unless you've got Loading Trick. If you've got Loading Trick on PC, then PC might be faster. But I'm pretty sure without Loading Trick, PC is slower than that load. Stupid Loading Trick. Right, this is a good opportunity for a time save. This is a thing I was doing when I was really pushing for Foxhound and finally got it, was putting the fire camo on here just to make it a little bit safer.
Are you ready for this?
I never equipped the Mosing the gun again. I keep forgetting to do that.
Foul.
There you are.
There.
Oh.
Over there. Ten. My blade suit is ripped. Damn it.
Okay, not too bad. That was it was first try, so that's a big improvement. massive improvement. I love that. I love this bit of movement now. So much smoother. I'd say that's screwed up.
This is HQ.
Control here. The enemy is attacking from an unknown position. Begin the alert status.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Okay. I don't know why that was all very horrible. Problem is I don't have a... There we go. I was gonna say I don't have a fake death pill to reset the room, so thankfully I could reset it pretty quickly. That should be fine. Yep, Michael's on the move.
This is HQ. What's going on?
We're under enemy fire. Enemy's position is unknown. Going into information.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use
Right, equip the uniform. Oh, wasn't quite in the right position. Whee! Whee! Sir. Oh, right. We are rocking and rolling. Well, we were nearly 4 minutes ahead, and then got that mistake. I think this will be it. I'm not gonna keep coming back to console and trying to improve it. There's no point. I might at least try and do a Kerotan one on console at some point, because I don't actually have one. There is no console All Kerotan's European Extreme run. So that might be still cool to do. I realise it's really quiet at this bit, and I probably should be talking. But I also really like cookies. It's also a good opportunity to catch up on, see if there's anything I missed online. Is it the Shagohod? Alright, there is a time save here.
I am a patient man.
Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, there is a console world record. There is a console world record for All Kerotans, because you got to remember that All Kerotans is not split by difficulty. So the very easy All Kerotans console run is the world record, and it always will be. Same with PC. PC, the world record is on very easy, because category extensions are not split by difficulty. They absolutely should be, but they're not. But I have still submitted, even though it doesn't show up unless you specifically go looking for it, my European Extreme run is... My PC European Extreme All Kerotans run is... Oh, wah! Stood too far forwards. Yeah, my Euro Extreme... My Euro Extreme All PC All Kerotans run is still on speedrun.com. You just have to go looking for it. You have to go into All Kerotans, and either change it so that obsolete runs are shown, or so that you're only looking at European Extreme. Otherwise, it will just show my very easy run. But I don't actually have one of those for console. I also don't have one. I don't think I have one either for emulator. Although, quite frankly, I really don't understand why emulator was added. There is no, particularly now with the Master Collection releasing, there is now no reason to have emulator. And at the time emulator was added, I think, but by that point it was probably becoming. I don't think it had been announced, but it was pretty clear that Master Collection was on that at least MGS3 for PC was definitely going to be a thing at some point. So for emulator, the emulated version you run is this one. I think you can do PS2 emulator runs, but PS2 MGS3 is a different game on speedrun.com. PS2 is Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater / Subsistence, whereas every other version beyond PS2 is down as the HD edition, including the Master Collection, because the Master Collection is just the HD edition. When I say this is the emulator version, that doesn't include PS2, which I think you can do PS2 on emulator. I could be wrong. But emulator is Xenia, so using Xenia Xbox 360 emulator. The main reason it's faster, outside of load, I think some load times are faster and stuff like that because it's better optimized, and you know, you're running on a more powerful machine than an Xbox 360, whatever the case is. But one of the main things with it, for some bizarre reason, I think it's got something to do with the auto splitter, but I think they should have found a way around it. Is it doesn't use in-game time. It uses doesn't use in-game time. It uses can't remember if it uses real time or loading remove time. I think it's real time. I don't think there is a load remover, but I could be wrong. And time ends during the shootout with Ocelot. Time doesn't end. Time doesn't end when with the score screen. Time ends at the shootout with Ocelot, and I just don't understand why that decision was made. Like, if it was a limitation with the auto splitter, then the rule should have been, well, the auto splitter goes as far as it does, but then you split manually at the end. Because it just does not make sense that one version of the run it is completely different. It's not like it's a few seconds or something like that. It's not like we're changing the timing method or something. It is so completely different. Yeah, it is a 10-minute time save. Now, thankfully, no one has ever tried to put an emulator run into a multiple Metal Gear run, because in multiple Metal Gear, you are kind of encouraged to run the fastest version of each game. And I'm pretty sure I've asked the question and never had it answered, which is, can I run the Metal Gear Solid Trilogy speedrun, use MGS3 on emulator, and because the official timing for that run is it ends at the Ocelot duel, automatically save 10 minutes over anyone else? I'm sure I've asked the question and no one's ever answered it. I would hope the answer is no. However, there is precedent for that being the case. And that is that in fact, for any run that includes Metal Gear Solid 1, you are well within your rights and in fact everyone does, to run the very easy PC, original 2000 PC port, very easy difficulty run, mostly because the timer ends at last input rather than during there's no score screen for that run. So the timer stops when the timer, the escape timer disappears. Again, I don't quite understand why that decision was made. I understand that there's no score screen, so they couldn't have done it then. But surely the time to do it would be when the score, when after the credits, when you go back to the main menu. At least then it's similar. I've never understood this. I'm going to concentrate on this fight.
What the? Here it comes!
Oh, whoops. Didn't click recorded. That's because I was trying to... Okay, I have completely screwed up the second half of this fight. Oh my god, Nick, stop. Thank goodness for the Patriot, eh? Right, I'm gonna stop accidentally hitting the touchpad, because that's what's causing all of these Wow, did I do no damage to that then? Oh my god, Nick. Choose a weapon.
There they are!
How did you not get taken out? Well, you say prove a point. That's why I've asked. I've asked the question. How do you equip the Patriot? I just finished the game the first time last week. I don't know how to use it after the game ends. You need to do a new game plus run. So that means you need to load your completed save. Don't start a new game again. Load your. Make sure once you finish the game. Make sure once you finish the game you save it. And then load that completed save. That will start a new game on the same difficulty as whatever you completed it on, and you'll have the Patriot in your inventory. Yes, you can do that on PS2 emulator. You're welcome. Yeah, if you just start a new game from scratch and actually click new game on the main menu, you won't have the Patriot. Unless you're playing Delta. I'm pretty sure on Delta weapons, it's only camos that don't carry over in New Game Plus is such a mess. New Game and New Game Plus is such a mess in Delta. It's so stupid the way they did it. Lots more. That Volgin kill could have been a lot faster if I'd not completely screwed up with the SVD. I shouldn't have needed to swap to the Patriot, but oh well. Yeah, I haven't played Delta in ages. I actually hit Evil with my stun grenade. Not that she took the blast, in that I actually hit her with the stun grenade. Look up. Taking a lot of damage, but I should be okay. As long as I don't get hit by... Oh, okay. I did not manage to take out the rocket launcher guy. So I'm going to be... I'm going to be a little bit careful. I do have life medicine though, so it might be worth me equipping that. I'll keep an eye on my health. If I take too many shots here, the story is confusing as hell. The games being in chronological order would not help the fact that the story is crazy as hell. I'm currently playing through Phantom Pain casually for the 3rd time. And it still fucking confuses me. Oh, I love it. It is my favorite game series of all time. And the main series that I speedrun. I am trying to deviate a bit. Oh, I should not have shot those people. I screwed up. There we go. This wasn't going to be a Foxhound run anyway. I can use my life meds. Why did I shoot the bikes? I don't know why I shot the bikes. Ah, got him. I love Rising. It is one I'd like to learn to speedrun at some point, but it's not high on my list. But I love Rising. It's the only hack and slash game I've ever gotten into. The story's a lot of fun. The story's so stupid, but like in good Metal Gear ways. Don't worry, the Master Collection Volume 2 will come out in within the next 10 years, and we'll get it. Oh, Heidi told me today that the music curriculum for next year, for those who don't know, my wife Heidi Hi is a teacher, a music teacher, and next year, oh, I'm doing it again. I'm holding the I'm trying to turbo through the cutscenes. I can't because I don't have it on my Xbox. So yes, my wife Heidi Hi is a music teacher, and she's been told that the GCSE curriculum for next year, once again, it hasn't. It did quite a few years ago, but once again, she will be teaching Guns of the Patriots. She will be teaching MGS4 to her GCSE music students next year, which is really cool. Okay, that completely sucked. What happened there? Like, I hit the tread and the Shagohod just didn't react. Don't think I can recover the loop here. Might be able to recover it here if everyone stops moving. Oh, I have recovered the loop.
Keep it up. There.
Wow. Yeah, wow. Freaking recovered the loop. Did that shot blind? Oh, the last shot was just a little too far. That can happen sometimes. Another reason why it's sometimes safer to just kill Volgin rather than Mosin Nagant him. It's one less shot if you kill him. Also, this is not a zero kill run. I accidentally killed the guard outside the lab. So I don't know why I was going for non-lethal Volgin there. It would have been quicker. Oh, yeah, it is in the instruction manuals. It's quick reloading or tactical reloading, I think it's called. It is mentioned in the instruction manual about double tapping the button there.
There they are. Don't let them get away.
Pretty much for speedrunning, it is like required. Cotton Eye Joe, that is awesome. I've already offered her my services if she needs anything explaining, but they don't really look at the story or the gameplay or anything. They just look at the music of MGS4. Obviously, they need to know a little bit about what's going on because they need to understand what the context for the music and stuff like that. It's a great way of getting back into it. You'll be speedrunning before you know it. You don't have to speedrun it. Speedrunning is not for everyone. There we go. If I could... Okay, if I can just do that... If I could just do that consistently every single time... then I would not need to do non-lethal Volgin in I would not need to do non-lethal Volgin in my All Kerotan's runs. Oh, got him. There are 64 frogs in the game, 64 Kerotan frogs, and one challenge speedrun that I do is to collect all of them throughout the run. It's called the All Kerotan's run. I am multiple world record holder for All Kerotans across various difficulties and consoles. And it's the main run that I do, but I'm only doing I'm only practicing any percent because I'm on console today rather than on PC. My version of choice is PC Master Collection, which is I haven't done a console run in a very long time, so I'm looking to boost my way up the boards again. And then of course in Metal Gear Solid Delta they added 64 Gakko frogs as well. And the worst Gakko frog in the game is probably the one in this room. Because the Kerotan is there, and that's not too difficult to get. The Gakko frog is there on that rock, and it is a pain in the arse to get. Absolutely horrible to get that Gakko. I've started doing runs where I pick up the M63 machine gun to shoot it, because trying to shoot it with a rocket launcher or a sniper rifle is just impossible. Bracon's provided a new save file though, so that we can do Kerotan all Kerotan, all Gakko runs on not quite New Game Plus. Sort of on New Game Plus. In fact, I think you do run it on New Game. Yes, you do run it on New Game Plus. Because New Game Plus, the save system's so derpy in Delta. Basically, you can have the Patriot and do All Keratans, but also in Delta you do not have European Extreme unlocked by default. You have to complete a run first. That means you have to, in order to do an European Extreme All Keratans All Gakko run, you must have already completed the game without shooting any of them. Because that's another really dumb, stupid thing that they decided to do with Delta.
Let me have some more.
Not on 3. Because there's no way of adjudicating that no frogs were shot. There's no way of being able to tell. Whether you shot them all. The only way you'd be able to tell is if you did a new game, if you did a new game run first and recorded it, and then immediately did a New Game Plus run. The problem is even then, you're still not guaranteed. Oh shit, I've completely forgot to split. So all my splits are wrong. Yeah, I don't know where my splits are at the moment, but they're all wrong. Yeah, the problem is even then you still can't tell, because you might have in your first run, you might have shot a frog without anyone really realizing it. You know, you might have thrown a grenade or a rocket at some point that's hit the frog and you don't know. And there's just, yeah, for MGS3 there's no way of telling. Which is why you have to do All Keratans on New Game and not New Game Plus. On Delta, the difference with that is that you get a counter in the pause menu. There is a counter that shows how many you've got. The problem with Delta is that your Keratin and Gakko completion persists globally forever. So the moment you shoot one, that's it. It is shot and collected forever. Doesn't matter if you load a save, if you get a checkpoint, whatever. It doesn't matter. The moment you shoot a frog or a duck on Delta, it is unlocked on your save file forever. And the only way of getting rid of it is to delete your save file. Yes, we're in all caps indeed. Globally forever. There's one. It is the biggest pain in the arse. So for all Keratans or Gakkos on Delta, I'm having to play as Heidi. I'm using Heidi's account so that I don't have to like overwrite my own. And yeah, basically every single time you want to start a new game, you need to wipe your you need to wipe your save data, and then of course if you want to run European Extreme, you gotta replace it with Bracons. Okay, that was okay. I don't know why he noticed us, but I managed to take him out without him. It's just so just the save system, the way they've managed save data and completion data in Delta is just baffling. It's so weird.
Let's see what you're made of.
Oh, I got a really slow animation there.
Excellent, Jack.
Oh, that was close. I nearly screwed that up.
Get ready.
Nice. I got really good fast RNG there.
Nice.
No, but then I was in front of her for the...
You better run.
In front of her for the slam. Just needed to run away. Damn it, that was probably going to be...
Yourself.
that was probably going to be faster than my previous one, but yeah, I was in front of her for the slam. Okay, my splits in this run are completely ballsed up. But that is a PB. That will be a better run than the previous one. So it's about 12 minutes out from here, so 124.
Take this.
Yeah, 4 minutes ahead. So that's pretty good then. 4 minutes ahead.
It's our only hope.
Quite happy with that. Another 4 minutes on top of what the 10 minutes I saved in the previous one. What will that do for me as far as the leaderboards go? So I said I'd bumped up from 30th to 27th. This is going to be, a 122. 122. Depending on exactly whereabouts 122, I'm looking at about I'm looking at around 20th. 20th place is 122.15.
Room for one boss.
So I think I might have beaten that. I think I might be 20th. And that'll do. That'll do. 10 places up the leaderboard. 20 minutes. 20 minutes shaved off my time. Yeah, we take that. Oh, excuse me. All right, now all we've got to do is sit and wait for the credits. The other big change with Delta that is really nice. You don't have to sit through the credits. You can skip the credits. Yeah, worth noting that with my 122 that I'm going to have, the world record for this category is 108.52. The world record had already finished 7 minutes ago. My PC time is a lot better. My PC, I'm 12th on the PC leaderboards with a 113. Now, PC leaderboard is loading removed time rather than IGT, which load and remove time is a bit quicker than IGT, but it's not that much different. In fact, I'll have a look. 2 minutes. 113.35 is my LRT. And my IGT was 115.24, so nearly 2 minutes time difference between load and remove time and IGT. And that was my Foxhound run as well. But yeah, we'll be back on practice for that on Tuesday. So Tuesday and Thursday next week, we will do a practice run of MGS of any percent and all Kerotans, and that's it. Then by this time next week, I should have done my run. The schedule, I'll share the schedule. It is if you're watching on YouTube, the schedule there is a link to the schedule in the description. But for everyone anyway, there is the schedule. It did get updated recently because someone had to move a run, so my run got pulled forward slightly, but not by a lot. 25 past 2. I think it got pulled forward like an hour. So yeah, 25 past 10 on Sunday the 30th of November, not Saturday. So I said a week from now I'd be done. No, sorry, it's Sunday, not Saturday. So a week and a day from now, I will have just finished my run. So yeah, that's going to be cool. It's for Fast Pace for Pride. Fast Pace for Pride is their first event for quite a while. They've been on quite a bit of. They've been on a hiatus for a couple of years. So it's really cool to see them back. And it is quite a prolific set of organizers. You've got some pretty high up names. Some very notable names in the on staff for Fast Pace for Pride. Like from the British side, Argak and Hugs are both on it. You've got veterans like a T-Tree, Amber Cyprian, who is a fellow Hotfix, GDQ Hotfix host. In fact, they host the show after mine. I host Fast Travel, and then Fast Travel finishes and go into Amber Cyprian's passion project. And there's loads of other names. If you went and looked at Oengus, or if you're on the Discord server and you look at the staff list, there are loads of names that you would recognize. So I'm really glad that I got accepted into it. I'm the only Metal Gear run, which is probably one of the reasons why I got accepted. It is kind of one of the things that I think the Metal Gear community is really bad at. except when it comes to GDQ. It does seem that the Metal Gear community only really seem to care about showcasing at GDQ. If it's not GDQ, then nobody seems to bother. I am regularly and that doesn't include Japan. Japanese runners are quite regularly doing Japanese events, obviously. It is very. I find these days it is very rare to see a Metal Gear run in either GDQ or something big and live and like huge. There's always people going for the really big ones, but nobody seems to want to submit Metal Gear to any smaller marathons and help out smaller marathons with because Metal Gear runs are very popular. Just me apparently. I want to get out. I want to do other stuff. I really desperately want to find something that will keep me going as much as Metal Gear has. My other main game is Klonoa, but Metal Gear 3 runs are very popular with me. Metal Gear Solid, as in Metal Gear Solid 3 runs. Yeah. I mean, I'll never leave Metal Gear Solid behind. I've said quite a few times that I've wanted to like get away from it or do something else or take a big long break from it. I'll never fully leave Metal Gear Solid behind. It's my favorite game series of all time. I love running these games and they're a lot of fun. But I do still sort of clamor for that. I know loads of speedrunners who can bounce between lots of different games and get really involved with new games and communities around them, and it's just something I've really struggled with. Like I've said that I want to learn 007 Everything or Nothing. I don't think that will then lead me into being a James Bond speedrunner. What I really need to do is find a new game that's coming out that I can get into with other people. I've never found it. I've really struggled. I think the closest I ever got to that was Choo Choo Charles, but I never really like rooted Choo Choo Charles or anything. I just copied what everyone else was doing. I did showcase it once at a marathon. That was quite fun. Showcase it for Pixel. I want to say Pixel Perfect 2.
The American president is
Pretty sure it was Pixel Perfect 2 that I ran. Because Pixel Perfect 1, I ran MGS3.
Make a valuable trump card in future
I think I ran All Keratons. Pixel Perfect 2, I think, was Choo Choo Charles. Pixel Perfect 3 was Mini Ghosts. Mini Ghost was a last minute addition. Pretty sure Pixel Perfect 4 was Klonoa. Yeah, Pixel Perfect 4 was Klonoa because Pixel Perfect 4 Klonoa got I put Klonoa in like a day or two before the marathon was going live because we had someone pull out at the last minute.
With this money, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived.
It's funny. I can't remember their name, and even if I could remember their name, I wouldn't say it because it's not fair. But I do know it was a Pokemon Fire Red / Leaf Green run. And that actually led me to learn Pokemon Fire Red myself, so that if we did another Pixel Perfect, because this was the second time we'd accepted this person in with this run, and the second time they pulled out. The first time they pulled out like really like as soon as the submission list came out, they let us know, oh, actually, I'm really sorry, I can't do it, which is fine. When a games list first comes out, if you then can't do it, because people submit to loads of stuff and then never either don't remember or the stuff comes up, I don't really have a problem. If you make a habit of constantly pulling out when a games list is released, then yeah, then I've got a problem. But if a games list comes out and you've made a mistake and you can't do it, I've had to do it. I've been announced in a marathon and then I had to go to the organizer and say, I'm really sorry, I can't do this now. It happens.
I don't think they'll be making
but yeah, this person did that for one Pixel Perfect, and then for Pixel Perfect 4, initially they said they weren't sure whether they wanted to do it, but then decided actually no, they think they'll be fine, they'll go for it. And then, like, later on, pulled out, got back in, and then pulled out with 2 days to go. And then, like, the following day was like, maybe I could do it, or I could do something else. I could, like, play some games or something, like, during ad breaks and stuff. And we're just like, fuck off. You've screwed us over. We're not going to let you do shit. All right, so final time is 1:24:12. European Extreme console 1:24:12, not 1:22:12. I was going down the route of 1:22. Oh, I don't know where I got 1:22 from then. 1:24:12 puts me 25th. 25th place, but that's fine. 25th place, one kill because one guard. I forgot to the guard outside the lab when you first come in from Ponahove. Is it Ponahove? No, where the room where you fight the fear. When you go into the lab for the first time, the first room after the fears room. Is it Ponahove North? I can't remember. Yeah, there we go. 25th, and a time save of 18 minutes compared to my old PB. Yeah, I'll submit this just so that I get it on the board and it's a bit higher. But I've got no intention of like pushing console. I need to practice PC. Yeah. So if you've been watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD. That's the end of the VOD. Bye bye. For everyone else, yeah, I had to conclude the story. We'll swap over to this camera to conclude the story. Yeah, because they pulled out and we were like, okay, what are we going to do? I think we had a couple of backup runs, but they weren't long enough or people couldn't fit. So I was like, I remember I was working from home No, I wasn't working from home. I was on paternity leave at the time. So like the moment I got Alex down for a nap, I then jumped on my computer and started just looked at everything. I'm just like, right, what have we got? What could I do? What can we get in? Who can we move about? And within an hour, because that's all I really had because of Alex's nap, within an hour, I had got in contact with the right people to move runs back. I got one of our other backups on. It was Alara Cutie, who was running. They were already running Cat Quest, and she had a backup with some weird wolf husky dog sledding game. I can't remember the name of it. It was really cool, really fun little run. Yeah, she agreed to run that, and I ran Klonoa 2. Because the Pokemon Fire Red run was like 2.5 hours, like the longest run that we had. So yeah, for them to pull out of like a 2.5 hour run the day before, it was like scrambling to get shit sorted. So yeah, luckily my Klonoa run is 1 hour, 1.5 hours, so I filled quite a lot of it. And I think we just ended the day a little bit earlier. It was quite towards the end of the day, so it wasn't too bad, but we just pulled everything forwards a little bit. And I said I did Klonoa 2, and to this day, that Klonoa 2 run is still one of my best commentated runs I've ever done. I was sleep deprived for that run. I'd basically been up since 3 o'clock in the morning because I was also on Amber Cyprian's passion project with Unmetal that day. So yeah, I ran on Metal at 3 a.m, couldn't get back to sleep, then started Pixel Perfect. GDQ raided us because I talked about Pixel Perfect, talked about the fact the marathon was starting, so they raided us. We had like a massive raid at the start, and that was the one where basically Jasper had not gotten anything prepared, so we started like 20 minutes, half an hour late after we'd got a huge raid from GDQ, and they were all just sat there watching an opening screen. And yeah, shit, that's why Pixel Perfect eventually died, because I basically complained at them and had a go and said, right, here's where I'm at, here's why I'm pissed off, but we've got over it, let's keep going and get sorted. And then we had a chat and they were like, I don't like the fact that you've come to us and said that you were pissed off about everything, so you can fuck off. And that's how Pixel Perfect died, because technically Pixel Perfect's not dead. Technically Pixel Perfect is still going. The organization still exists. Jasper and Lighty are still staff members and still run it. But nothing's happened since that marathon. They've done nothing with it. I'm not in the server anymore. I left the server because I was tired. I was just, like, nothing's happening. No one's ever going to say anything. So yeah. And now I am running my own live UK speedrun marathon. It's almost like me leaving Pixel Perfect was the best thing I've ever done. But credit where credit's due, I would not be in the position I'm in right now without Pixel Perfect, without the guidance that I had from both Jasper and Light. I do owe them a lot. It's just didn't end very nicely. Ugh. How did we go onto this subject? I can't remember how we got onto this subject. I remember talking about. Oh, so I talked about Choo Choo Charles. I was trying to remember which speedruns I did for Pixel Perfect. I think I did on Metal for one of them. Can't remember. Doesn't matter. Anyway, that's it for tonight's stream. Don't get too comfy with Saturday streams. They don't happen very often. But I'll be perfectly honest. I have been keeping an eye on numbers as we've gone through, because it's whenever I do a stream on a day that I don't normally stream, I do keep a bit more of an eye on the numbers to see, is this worth it? Has it been good? It's not been that great, if I'm perfectly honest. But that's not to say I'm not grateful for the people who have been here and chatting and stuff like that. So, you know, a Saturday stream in the future is not outside the realm of possibility. But yeah, they won't happen very often. But yeah, if you are particularly if you're in the UK, I do want to stress that I am now organising a brand new MGS3 Run Drunk Fox Sound or Bust. Nice. I am currently organising a brand new live speedrun event in the UK. It's going to be hosted by Anime League at the Manchester Anime and Gaming Con from April the 10th to the 12th next year. So it's really, really exciting. I've got a team of there's 10 of us all together. Who are now going to start deciding who wants to do what and how we want to do it, what we're going to call it, and all of that, and all of that good stuff. And then I'm going to start spending money because I need to buy a domain. I need to buy a domain name for it. We went into Smith's today to get Alex's new gate. We got my new puzzle as well. But in Smith's they had some Turtle Beach. Basic Turtle Beach headsets for 15 quid. I was like, okay, that's the solution for headsets. Just buy a couple of them. Yeah, it doesn't. If I'm spending 30 quid on a couple of headsets, that's not that bad. Because I've suggested that I'll take these and let runners use this, but it hasn't got like the microphone hasn't got a filter on it. Because I never use this microphone on this headset. I use this, so it doesn't have a filter on it. It's also been on my head for like 5 years. I don't think anyone wants to wear this. I mean, for the host, we'll just have a simple pair of headphones, and they'll either have this mic. I'll either take this mic for the host, or I've got an old Elgato Wave. It's either a Wave 1 or a Wave 3, which I'll use for the host, rather than a headset. So the host has quite a nice mic. But yeah, just buying a couple of those, and I probably still will take these, because what I don't want to do is like buy 4 sets of headphones, 4 headsets. So like, okay, I've got four headsets, so that's good for 1 runner and 3 commentators, and then we find that every run only has 1 commentator for the vast majority of runs. We only need 1 or 2 headsets. So what I'll probably do is buy 2 brand new headsets that will be the ones that get used mainly, and then I'll take mine and Heidi's headsets along as well, so that they can be used if they're needed. And I'll talk to other people and say if anyone's got if anyone, particularly if any of the core team has any equipment that they want to bring, they can bring, then that'd be great. I'll be taking so much of my own equipment. I'm not the only major thing I won't be taking is my PC, because it's just not transportable. I'll be the stream will be running off Heidi's PC, which one of my jobs over Christmas is to get that up and running with Speedrun Toys UK and get all that ready. Buy the domain and get it online and all of that. I don't actually know how that's going to work for the event, because it won't be. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. How's that going to work for the event? Because it's not going to be online through my network. It's going to be through a different network. Ooh, hadn't considered that. I'll have to think about that. Anyway, that's it. I really should go to bed. So have a good one, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you on Tuesday for some more of this, but on PC, so it's actually going to be good instead of crap. Night all.